pleasure having you on another episode of the program Improve Seeds on your first agricultural television. Today we are at Ministry of Environment, where we have the Emir of Nasarawa State coming to visit the Minister of Environment, of course, to highlight and to tell him the plights and cries of his community because of climate change. I will tell you that plant a tree is one of the most important things that everyone should look out for. Let's go into the conference hall and listen to the plight of the Royal Emir and of course the response of the Honorable Minister for Environment. I am Hilda Homsen Phantom, urging you to stay back and watch. We'll be right back. The natural world is an incredible wonder that inspires us all. It underpins our economy, our society, indeed our every existence. Our forests, rivers, oceans and soils provide us with food we eat, air we breathe. It irrigates our crops. We also rely on them for numerous other goods and services such as our health, happiness, leisure, among others. Trees reduces urban runoff and erosion by storing water and breaking the force of rain as it falls. This reduces the risks of oversaturation and flooding. It also absorbs sounds and reduces noise pollution. Many people decide to enrich their gardens by planting trees. Most of them do it for the beauty or to provide extra shade in summer months. However, there are more benefits from trees than we think. It relaxes, connects us with nature. Their calming effects do a lot when it comes to environment. It contributes to climate change due to the current problem the world is facing, that is with the ozone layer. Trees, however, help fight it. It helps in releasing oxygen. They absorb pollinated gases such as nitrogen oxide, ozone, ammonia, sulfur dioxide. Trees also absorb odors and act as a filter as little particles get trapped in leaves. Tree saves water because of the shade they provide. Water will evaporate slowly from low vegetation.
My full name is Ibrahim Osman Jibril, now the Emir of Nasarawa, and as they say, the former Minister of Environment. That's who I am.
So please tell me the reason why you are here today. Let's know what you anticipate from the Minister.
I just came calling to visit my old home and to meet with my brother, whom we have worked together since 2003, and we've not broken that bond. And the fact that he is in the Environment Ministry and I have become an environment advocate, I feel it's necessary to come and share some ideas with him and to remember the good old days. Not that today is bad, but at least we have to move on. He is here today and we need to give him all the necessary support for the sake of our environment. That's just the reason why I'm here today.
You see lots of charcoal heading to Abuja from Ogonga and from national local government. Meaning trees are cut recklessly. So you can't stop them from doing it until you give them an alternative. So in the farm, we decided to train young ladies to prepare briquettes. And what are the raw materials? Farm waste, cassava peel, corn cobs, rice bran, sawdust, and others. We organize it, process, and prepare the briquettes. Again, the second one is the issue of climate change. We remove methane gas from cow dung, and we use the methane gas as fuel to cook. And I believe have extended a humble invitation to the Home Minister that these two departments of pollution control and environmental health, as well as climate change, should spare some time. Nasra is just 100 kilometers from here, but probably you need 2 hours to go there because of the hold up, to come to the farm and see for themselves our modest contribution to climate change issues and land degradation by all of felling of trees. I think by the time you come and see for yourself, you will have a story to tell. I want to thank the Honorable Minister for giving us this big honor. I know in other ministries, you hardly step to that area. People will even shout at you. But today, we're here with our brothers, sharing ideas. I want to thank you most sincerely. I wish you all the best. And I want you to keep trying, because the protection of the environment is key and critical to our health.
Maybe he know or maybe he doesn't know. At the time I was working in FCT, he was regarded as the alpha and omega of the Department of Lands. He was encyclopedia of lands. Whatever that employment comes to land, he rushed in. He knows every look of corner of land, and wherever there's going to be a problem, we go to him for his guidance. So he was really key to our success in what is now called ages, because it was during that time that we created ages, that is geographic information system that many states copied, including my state and my state. In fact, before he left, I know Nasarawa State and other states poached some staff from our department to go and set up their own geographic information system. So he is of land in FCT. So he's very, when he was appointed as the Minister of Environment, I was very much elated because I know he's put in what they call a square peg in a square hole. So that's why he did very well. And I think the email system, which I think is very important, which I've been saying since I came here, about the issue of FOMA. This word FOMA is very important. He said, I was probably and I am not there. And since I came here, I said, and I told you over and over again that tomorrow will always come. That tomorrow that you are scared of will always come. Once you become someone, one day you are going to be FOMA. So the moment we accept this, the better for us, because this issue of life itself is temporary. It's temporary. One day you're here, the next day you're not. So we must learn to accept that there will be tomorrow. And that tomorrow will definitely come. So what do we do? What we should do is that in trying to prepare for that tomorrow, we must prepare for those who are going to succeed us. We must mentor. And you say this over and over again, and I think it's important for us to know. We must mentor directors. Most people who are here must try to mentor their youth directors, assistant directors, to one day take over from them. Because if we don't do that, society will collapse. As parents, we always try to pray that our children should be better than us. Our children should be better than us. Because if they are not, then you find the society will perish. So this is our prayer. Though we should not see those that are below us as our rivals, as our opponents. We should see them as people that will take over from us. Don't say, all right, this person has been struggling to take over. No, someone will take over from you, whether I like it or you don't. So, we must, what he said is very, very significant in what we are doing. And like His Holiness said, we had a very nice discussion with him over an hour or so in the office, and he took us through a lot of corners, nooks and corners of the Ministry of Environment. There are things that I've seen, there are things that I've experienced, but there are a number of things that he said which I have not experienced, and that would be a guide for us as we go along. Because I've just been here for, yesterday was my 7th month in this ministry. So there are a lot of things for me to learn, and I'm sure we will try to work together and do that. So this issue of working together, spirit of cooperation, spirit of collaboration is what I think we need to build as we go along as a ministry. And I'm glad that we have somebody who was here for 5 years coming here to tell you what his experience was. And part of that experience is that he has now become an environmentalist. Try to create an environment which should be the champion of the environment. You don't need the Ministry of Environment to be the champion of the environment, even after you leave, like what the Emir has indicated to us. He left here, but he's still here. In spirit, he's still in the Ministry of Environment. And our discussion on the issue of methane is trying to get the director of climate change, director of pollution to go and see what is going on there. It's one that, in fact, we promised the Emir that we are going to push as part of our budget, because luckily now we still have a portion of the budget that is being worked out. So promise it, and as we take note of that, we have some money that is earmarked for climate change issues. And what he told us is clearly related to climate change issues, and we are going to put that as part of what we are going to do this year, and maybe we'll continue next year. So we need to take this environment very seriously, and like the Emir said, once you are here, you should remain here. You don't have to be here physically. After your time, you know, I'm going to hang out, because the minister said I should remain here. No. Remain here in spirit. Remain here in spirit, like the Emir is still an environmentalist. He's still here in spirit. And when he came to office, he found that he didn't understand the office better than I do. So, because I've been there 5 years, I'm just here 7 months. So I want to thank His Royal Highness for this very important visit to us, and I want to pray for him for long life and prosperity.
In the same vein, the representative of United Arab Emirates, Ambassador Salem Said, also applauded the ministry for the job well done in preserving Nigeria and her environment in his courtesy visit to the ministry.
I can, at this moment, losing the greatest words I could use at this moment, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm very proud of you guys and the work that you're doing. And a lot of people doesn't know what the Environment Ministry doing, but you guys are heroes behind all of these news that honestly, and this is exactly what I see. It's especially this coming years. This is your years. This is the environment years. That's how it goes now, and I'm really honorable to be here, and I'm so happy to be one of you guys here at this table now, and I hope that we will be working together in the future to achieve the best relation in general, and your specialist. That's exactly how we need to do it for the next a few months. This day, I'm not going to say next year or a year or two. No, for the next month. Thank you again. Thank you for all the work that you do for the environment, for the Nigeria, for the people of Nigeria, for the land of Nigeria, for the world. Thank you again, and I'm so happy to be here, and I hope to see you very soon somewhere, somehow in UAE, or inshallah somewhere in the field here. Thank you again.
I want to start by at least trying to explain to you how the Ministry of Environment is constituted. The ministry is divided into three categories, three compartments. The first compartment are the directors that you see most of them here. They are in charge of departments, and they are more in area of policy making. So they are the ones that are directly in charge of policy and trying to bring policies and sometimes implement the policies. Then, apart from the directors, we have clusters or agencies. These agencies are more technical in nature. The departments are more general in nature, but the agencies are more technical in nature. You have the one that is dealing with planting of trees, Great Green Wall. You have one that are in charge of trying to address the issue of environmental issues, and like the Director General, the CG, who's in charge of the national parks. We had 7, but now we have 10 national parks. They are protected areas where we protect the fauna and flora of the area are being protected by the national park. So that's an agency, and he's called, of course, he's supposed to be Director General, but we call him Director General, which is the same with Director General. Then below them we have agencies that are more directly addressing issues. They're addressing issues that are pertinent, so they are there for a time, and they have a lifespan. So they are called projects. So we have projects, about 4 or 5 of them, that are there to address certain fundamental issues in the area of, for example, we have AgriServe, that's dealing with the area of degradation, destruction, trying to restore land and things like that. So that's AgriServe. So those ones are projects that have a lifespan, some 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, depending on the term. The term can be extended, or when they finish, they are now disbanded. So those are 3. We have departments, agencies, and projects, and sometimes we call them programs. So these are what actually constitute the Ministry of Environment. And like you rightly said, when I came here, I met the ministry, and I was quite impressed with the dedication of the staff. They have been doing very well. That's why you see that most of them are very confident in the area that they are managing. So that's how we are, and I believe that from our discussion we had, some of them, particularly Director of Climate and Director of Pollution, and all that, will come and relate with your staff in the area of the cooperation we are going to, which we discussed in my office between the UAE and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we will definitely be engaging more and more with the departments, with the agencies, and with the projects as the time will go. So I'm very happy for this visit. I have been looking forward to this visit because before COF there was an attempt for us to see, but unfortunately our time was very tight. Today is coming here to offer us a very, very important venture that we are going to get into as soon as possible. So within the next few weeks or so, you'll hear what is going to, what they're going to do for us. Because like I told him, I was so impressed with the current president of COP. At the time we were there, you found that he made a very passionate speech that really carried most of us, particularly those of us that are in the developing world, or would say that part of the world that is still yet to pick up. So there were so many promises that were made during previous COPs, particularly the Paris Agreement that was signed. And up to the moment we went to Dubai, there was no movement in most of them. So the president promised. He promised that under his presidency, he's going to move these elephants, dinosaurs that have been hanging around that we can move. So he's going to push the elephants. He's going to push dinosaurs and get us to where we are. And there was a promise about 100 billion loss and damage that has been hanging around for many years, which has just been these people hanging around it. So he said he's going to push it. And today, I'm happy to inform you that part of the visit of His Excellency is pushing that dinosaurs. pushing that elephant that has been blocking the place. So UAE are going to push that elephant, and we are going to take where so I want to thank His Excellency for coming here and for giving us this very good news about the fact that the presidential speech of the President of COF is beginning to bear fruits, and we are going to enjoy those fruits. And secondly, I want to also say that the coming of the ambassador today is also very, very significant, because it is today that we have virtually restored the complete diplomatic relationship between Nigeria and Dubai. So the issue, for a long time, for 2 or 3 years, we have been confronting with the problem of obtaining visa to go to Dubai. So our discussion with the ambassador said that, is it from today? From today?
Yes.
From today, or?
No, they will start, they're ready now, they're preparing that October 1st.
October 1st.
Yeah.
So for October 1st, please, there is now an end. That's why I said that whenever you set time.
But they open to buy a ticket from now.
So
From today.
so from now, and I think from today, Emirates is also going to resume. I'm sorry, you see, Jamaria is so Emirates is also resume flights from Nigeria, and they will start selling tickets. But I think the resumption will be around October, isn't it?
October 1st.
October 1st.
The first flight.
The first flight will be October 1st. So I want to thank the ambassador for this good news. I think you may see it in the press, because I'm sure the Minister of Aviation will not waste time. You'll grab this and throw it. So I think at least we know that this is a very important day for us, because relationship with Dubai has always been very central to Nigeria. A lot of people have been doing business to Dubai. A lot of people have been schooling in Dubai, schools. A lot of people have been going to Dubai for various things, which I think has not been on for a very long time. So I believe this is very important, because relationship between Dubai and Nigeria it's worth several billions, not just in terms of business, but even in terms of learning, in terms of research, in terms of so many things that we have been gained from Dubai since Dubai became prominent. But we found that we lost it in these few years that we have gone. And I want to thank the ambassador, because let me tell you, when we met him first, he said within a short time he's going to solve this problem. And indeed he has. And I want to appreciate his determination, his doggedness, and his and between him and the president of COF, and their strength in moving that elephant out of the way. This time for Nigeria. So I want to thank Your Excellency for coming here, and I want to thank you also for your efforts. You have done so well since you resumed. I think about 7 months or so ago, about 8 months ago. Since you resumed about 8 months ago, I think it's been doing very well, and has been, like you said, he's a Nigerian. So, and I believe that he is a Nigerian.
Purely Nigerian.
Yes, purely Nigerian. So thank you so much, Your Excellency, and we look forward to a good relationship between the Ministry of Environment, not Nigeria this time, because I'm in charge of only the Ministry of Environment. So between the Ministry of Environment and the embassy, and like I said, we are going to maintain contact on what we are going to do, and I'm going to introduce him to our 2 directors that will be related with you as we go forward. I want to thank you very much, and I want to wish you right back to the ministry. Back to our embassy.
You listen to everyone talk about change, talk about the dynamic of climate change and the effects of not having plants, and of course the need for us to have a tree planted by everyone, and then the effects of not having these trees. And of course, again, we heard from the emir, who highlighted new methods of innovation, of ways of generating, and maintaining our community and our environment. Thank you so much for being part of the program Improve Seeds, on your first agricultural television in the capital city of Abuja. I am Hilda Homson Phantom, urging you to keep watching more of our programs. See you.